I know, I look hot. Hi, how are you? Hope you've been well. Today we're going to do something a little different. Something where I do pretty much nothing at all, and my sister, with very curly hair, curls my hair. So the theory is that I have straight hair and she really doesn't. The theory is that my hair is only straight because I don't know how to curl it with the proper products and the proper maintenance. So I'm going to invite her in here and she's going to teach me how.
Hi.
This is my sister Alexandra, and she's got curly as hell hair. So the experiment today is happening because if you've watched my previous video, I'm staying with my family for the next month or so. So we have all the time in the world to experiment with my unassuming hair at the moment.
See, I never actually saw it when it was fully wet. It actually is quite textured already. Damn. Okay.
Gonna be fun. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm gonna sit here silently and look pretty while Alex does all the hard work today.
So today, hold on. We are gonna start by brushing her hair through. So what I'm wondering for you is, actually, yeah, it might be good if we section the hair. So do like a top half and a bottom half, and we start with the bottom half.
Okay. So why are we dividing it top and bottom?
I want to make sure the product gets everywhere. The kind of hairbrush we have is going to be the kind that sections the curls into clumps. So I want to be able to actually separate the hair best that way. Coming in strong with water. Eliana's been having her hair in the towel, but you need your hair sopping wet to put the products in.
You don't have to yell at them. It'll pick you up. I showered like an hour ago, so we've been waiting for this moment.
Did you put in a leave-in conditioner?
No.
Okay.
I conditioned my hair with a keratin conditioner. Oh, it's like drenched.
Yep, it has to be. Actually, no, you don't have an issue with dryness. You have an issue with oiliness.
Yes.
So I will not be putting in a leave-in conditioner.
Cool. And does that affect the curls in any way?
I mean, for me it does. My hair gets really dry on account of my skin conditions. If you don't struggle with dry hair, then my moisturizing stuff isn't really going to be in your best interest.
Now are you in the frame?
I don't think I'll ever be in the frame. I can definitely just... You know what? This is fun. Dear audience, I am now standing on my knees so that you can see my face when it comes in. And I don't look like the fucking...
Alex!
And I don't look like the humans on Tom and Jerry or the adults in Powerpuff Girls. They're like a little schoolgirl.
I'm excited for my hair to smell good, because after I straighten it, it does not smell good.
Welcome to the Bedhead Curls Rock Amplifier. This has been my ride or die since I developed a curly hair routine. It smells like rock melon, I think. I don't know. I don't have the best sense of smell.
Good. Not that you don't have smell, but that it smells like rock melon. It smells like... It smells like my childhood, but I don't know. It smells like rock melon. It smells like synthetic rock melon.
So, like any hair product. Synthetic, good smell. So, because you have relatively short hair, I put in one pump. One pump is a bit excessive for half a head, especially with your hair.
So what happens now?
I think the more product, the better in this case.
Okay.
Because we don't actually know how curly or wavy your hair is going to turn out.
How does it look on day 2, after you sleep in it?
Well, my current hair is day 2 hair. What do you think of my current hair? Is it pretty?
It's still curly, so pretty good.
So it tends to still be curly because my hair is not straight. It is curly. So we have this kind of hairbrush here. It's, as you can see, it's got little ridges so that it can form little curl clumps and strands. This is virtually useless unless you put tension on the brush. So, like so. And then I like to razzle dazzle it around, and then I begin with the scrunching.
And this only works if you have the product that you just put in?
It would work with a lot of hair products. I have a theory that a product doesn't have to say curly to be able to do this kind of thing. It's just according to what your hair needs. Hair protein is a thing apparently, but I never really get into that. Not because I don't believe it's true, but because I just cannot be bothered sometimes, you know?
As in the proteins you eat affect your hair, or there's specific things to...
There are products with proteins, and it's like a time of year thing. Like perhaps in winter you would benefit more from having less or more. I don't remember the research, but there is a YouTube channel that talks about it a lot. Should I name drop the channel?
Sure.
The channel that I learned my curl tips when I was getting started was Mains by Mel. She is a Canadian channel. Her and her sister have different kinds of curly hair, so I have hair more like her sister's.
And since we name dropped that, I'll put that in the description.
There's always a better way to do something. I'm by no means a professional, just a girl with hair.
I feel like, though, if you're already in the curly hair scene, you already know what you're doing more than a lot of professionals that studied with straight hair, so don't do yourself short.
That's why curly hair salons exist.
Something I didn't know, by the way, until you found one.
Until I found one, yeah.
Yeah.
My thoughts on getting a curly cut is that you should absolutely do it if you never intend on wearing your hair straight or, you know, like getting it heat styled in that way. It works really good for your natural curl pattern. But at the same time, if you are predicting that you'll heat style your hair a lot, maybe you should just get a standard haircut. When you do a curly cut, they cut it completely dry, no product in. They want to see your natural curl pattern. And then they just like cut the shape around that, which means technically speaking, it makes for an uneven haircut if your hair was straightened and it becomes really obvious. I don't wear my hair straight a lot, but I would like the option. For the time being, I'm trying out just standard haircuts again because I just want to see how that works, and if I'm unappeased, I will return to the curly hair salon. They really are good haircuts. It brought a lot of life into my curls, and currently I don't have a curly cut.
Well, it's good that you can have variety as well with the different kinds of salons.
I think the best thing about having curly hair is that if you blow dry it, like do like a bouncy blow dry, the bounces will not fall, the waves will not fall. You'll just... every bit of like waving or bouncing or spiraling or whatever, that just stays. Do your bounces fall? If you get like a bouncy blowout, does it fall?
I usually don't have curls on the top of my head. So when I had super long hair, the curls would be ringlets down the bottom because of the weight. I never really had volume.
Yeah,
So-
but would they fall?
No, because when I sleep, I'd put them over my shoulders. I wouldn't really put weight on them. They'd stay. Also, my hair has got like bleach damage.
If you had pin straight hair, it would probably fall within a couple hours.
Or thinner hair or healthy hair, yeah.
This is actually really difficult to do on someone else's head. Highly recommend, if you're going to try a curl routine, do it on your own hair.
How's it looking from the back?
Oh, it's a party at the back.
Sick. I can't say I care for that squishing sound.
No, I love this squishing sound.
Oh.
Pro tip, if you scrunch in your product and you hear a squishy sound, hopefully that picked up in the mic.
That picked up in my brain.
You're on the right track. That is how much product you need. All right, do you want to do a 360 tour of our progress so far?
Yes, but spin me slowly. I have coffee. Yes.
Nope. Turn back around and lean forward. So this is what the hair is looking like so far, which is extremely promising. All right, turn back around. So anyway, I've seen people use hair masks or leave-in conditioners or hair smoothies as curl creams, or just a product that says styling cream. I've seen people use mousse. Doesn't even particularly say curl mousse, like we've got a keratin mousse. I've once curled my hair with keratin mousse because we didn't have anything else, and they turned out luxurious.
Yeah, keratin's good. I have a question.
Yes.
If you're spraying the top now and it seeps into the bottom layer, does that matter?
No.
Alright.
So that's another thing about most curl creams, at least in terms of the one that I'm using. If you see that the first ingredient on the ingredients list says water, that means it's a water activated product. So if your hair the next day just isn't as, like, I don't know, curly and bouncy and shiny as it was when you put the product in. You just get a bit of water in there. Like, it's you can spray your hair with a water bottle and then re-scrunch your hair. You don't have to make it wet, like, fully. But
What,
like,
to activate the product or to...
yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't make it thinner or weaken it in any way?
It's just you're using up its uses, really.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to keep it dry to keep it in. It's water activated. So, in saying that, I need to wet it more. I often have days where if my curls just aren't up to standard, I just wet my hair and then I brush it and then I scrunch it. Sometimes I reapply product, sometimes I just don't, because I can still feel that there's plenty of product. Like, it just persists. So all I do is wet my hair, scrunch it. It's a quick dry.
And it doesn't get frizzy?
Because
my hair gets frizzy when it's wet.
The product is sort of protecting you from said frizz.
Okay.
What it's doing, because your hair will get frizzy if you don't have product in it.
Okay.
So that product is helping you create the shape and, like, giving the curls a place to actually go and accumulate. Get that squishy sound in.
Ew, ew, ew.
This time I'll do 1.5 pumps.
So it's not an air dry today, it's a claw dry. What's it called? That claw dryer?
Diffuser.
Thank you.
You can air dry with this. I've started air drying recently. I used to think it was impossible because it would actually genuinely take hours. But that's because my hair is, like, it doesn't absorb water. Does yours absorb water?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
But when it was long, it did take forever to dry because it was just long. Now it might dry in a couple hours.
I learned this term called porosity. Do you know the porosity of your hair?
No.
So the porosity is how well your hair absorbs water, I guess. I'm pretty sure. Mine seems to be low. Like, you could run a whole shower head's worth of water over my head of hair and it will not soak in immediately at all.
Damn.
Which is why drying my hair, like, air style, just doesn't always seem to work if we're talking about, like, time constraints.
Right.
It takes almost all day.
Jesus.
But yeah, you can air dry. You'll be totally fine air drying. I get better results when I air dry.
Does it keep any kind of bounciness and volume if you air dry, or does it dry heavy? Because the water is heavy.
I don't aim for volume because I already have a lot of hair. I have volume in my hair no matter what I do. Finding out that you got your hair from dad and not mum.
You?
You.
Did I? No, I didn't.
I mean, if your hair turns out to be curlier. Mum's hair is pin straight.
Okay.
She can't do anything to hold a curl. She tried using my products once and scrunched them in, and she was like, "This is rubbish." And I was like, "Mum."
Not the target audience.
It's just, part of this is genetics.
So if you don't have thicker hair or curly or wavy hair, it won't work.
If you don't have curly or wavy hair, it won't work. These products. I've seen people on TikTok with thick, straight hair try this and be like, "See, you all gotta stop pretending people with curly hair are faking it because it's really hard."
Not to mention it would take hours and hours. And it would be a whole... Isn't that what perms are? When you go get a perm, it's like a chemically done curl.
Yeah, Mum used to get those.
Does it matter which direction you curl the curl, or do you just...
I was just getting it all brushed. I would say yes and no. It really depends on a bunch of things. For example, I try, when I curl my fringe, I try to make it forward so that the spiral is outward, you know? But for the rest of the top of my head, I do it the opposite direction so that it's a bit more voluminous.
So it's not so much about how the curl falls naturally, it'll just kind of form, how you form it while it's wet?
I mean, the curl will form naturally no matter what you do.
Okay.
But I will say I've definitely curled my front pieces against how they curl naturally, and they've still turned out perfect. There is a finger coiling technique that people do instead of this brush. That way they take control of which direction their hair curls in.
I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah. I'd try
really
that
cute.
on you, but I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
But you can always try finger coiling. That curl cream, for anyone watching this and thinking maybe I should give this a go, that curl cream, 20 Australian dollars at Priceline. The product has been brushed and scrunched in.
Okay.
It's time to flip your head.
Flip my head.
Mm-hmm.
We're not using any of those?
We are.
Okay.
Just upside down. This is the Cake Curl Whip Mousse. If you plan on using a mousse, it doesn't have to say curl on it, I don't think. I'm not a professional. Okay, so I'm putting this on your roots.
Okay.
This way the volume sort of persists, scrunching all of that in. Breaking out a new Eco Style gel. This is just a normal hair gel. It's not a curly hair gel, but I sure do love it. And I'm pretty sure this one's like $10. So
Yuck.
we're using this to lock in the curls. We have that delicious scrunchy pattern. We want to create a kind of gel cast so that it hardens in, like, when we dry it, and then it'll be softened with oil.
Do you have an oil or should we use mine?
I have an oil, but you should just use yours.
Okay.
Can you now
Bend this way.
Thank you. You're a dancer.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. Okay, your hands.
Okay. We good?
Yeah, we're good. Are you surprised by how it's looking so
I
far?
haven't seen it. Yo.
It's kind of looking similar to mine.
Yo. Have I had curly hair for 30 years? Almost.
Okay, I'm gonna wipe my hands on your towel.
Okay.
Do you want to diffuse your hair? I'll get you started with that.
Okay. So ages ago I did that tutorial where I curled my hair with the Shark Flex styler. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
So we're going to use the same one today, but with the diffuser contraption on it,
This pretty little thing.
which I've never used in my life, by the way.
Eliana, this is for you. This has the shorter teeth for when you have short hair, and when you get longer hair.
Oh my.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get started. Normally what you want to do first is dry your roots so you have a diffuse all over the hair. You
Okay.
do not touch your hair with your diffuser if your roots are still wet. So you got to dry the roots. You have a diffuse all around. Then you can section it off and like diffuse even more. And then when the roots are like a lot drier, that's when you get here and start sectioning it like so, drying it like that, putting that down all around the hair and stuff. And yeah, all right, let's begin.
I might speed through this because this is very loud.
Do you actually, yeah. I am gonna have to go, but do you know how to keep going?
Do I need to keep going or can I leave it?
You can leave it to air dry from here, but if you want to diffuse it, if you wanted to use the hair dryer, would you know how to keep going like, with the whole?
No.
So like if you're wanting to dry your roots, you hold it like a normal hair dryer. You just don't do, sorry, I'll get this in the camera. Just don't do this all the time when you're drying your hair. It kind of messes it up.
Okay.
If you are to do it, you get like, you're very careful with it, doing that. Never flick your head around. Like, carry your curls in one place and then like move them with your hands.
Okay.
Because your curls are in their most vulnerable state. They're on track to drying in this shape unless you ruin it.
Okay.
So yeah, you can stop here and let it air dry, or you can keep going. If you were to keep going, like I said, you cup the hair bits in here. It's an effective way to let the ends dry. If you're wanting a bit more volume, you can do that kind of thing as well.
Okay. Okay, I will try.
Okay. The purple hairbrush is yours to keep. That is, if this turns out well. I'm hopeful. I think it'll turn out great.
I mean, it's promising already.
Oh,
Yikes.
it really is. You should show Mom and Dad how it's looking. I'll get them to come in here.
Not now, I'm still filming. I'll go out there.
Wham, wham, wham. I'm still filming. My name's Eliana and I'm still filming. Wham.
Tempted to keep all of this in.
Huh?
What?
Okay.
Wow. Okay, let me just readjust this. I'm filming in my sister's room, so completely different setup to what I'm used to, completely different setup to outside. She has gone now, she had places to be, so thank you, Alex, for stopping by and helping me with this. Guys. Okay, so it's mostly dry now. I don't want to overdo it. It is a hot day today. It's kind of humid, so I don't want to keep going with the hairdryer and then be all sweaty on camera. I don't even have words. Hang on, I can't see the back of my head. You're gonna see it before I do. But I'll do the sound effects. Holy shit, that's so curly. Let me just make sure that it's curly. Jesus. You know what's funny? When I dyed my hair brown, we had to bleach out the red and cut it all off, so this part was where the red used to be. And when I straighten it, it looks really bad. It looks like, well, it doesn't look really bad. My hairdresser did a great job dividing the colors so that it would grow out looking soft and natural instead of choppy. But you can really tell. Now, when it is like this, it kind of either looks like it's natural or it looks like it's dyed to be the way that it's dyed to be. I look like my sister. She said the curls were very, volatile now, so I can't exactly tie it up and make it styled or anything, but holy shit. Holy shit. Do I have curly hair? And I've just been using straight hair products. She's got an abundance of curly hair products. I'll link everything below. And the brush that she used on me, that purple brush. This purple brush, I'll link this down below as well. There's hair attached to it. That was exciting for me. I hope it was exciting for you. I would like to once again thank my sister, Alexandra, for stopping by. I'm living in her house for now. For joining me in this video and showing me and showing you about curly hair products and how to style curly hair, because I would have had no idea. I barely knew how to style the straight, wavy hair that I have. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for watching. I am so excited. I don't look too old. I look a lot younger with curly hair. Is that the secret? Is that the secret that you curly-haired human beings aren't telling us with straight hair? That you look so much younger with curly hair? If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I'll leave Alex's details below if you're interested in her TikTok or her Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.